This season, Instacart has your back to school. As in, they've got your back to school lunch favorites, like snack packs and fresh fruit. And they've got your back to school supplies, like backpacks, binders, and pencils. And they've got your back when your kid casually tells you they have a huge school project due tomorrow. Let's face it, we were all that kid. So first call your parents to say I'm sorry, and then download the Instacart app to get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes all school year long. Get a $0 delivery fee for your first 3 orders while supplies last. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug? Ignored a leaky faucet? Pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look like that? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects. But there's an easier way. Thumbtack is the app that makes it easier to care for your home. Pull out your phone and in just a few taps, search, chat, and book highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Download Thumbtack and start caring for your home the easier way.
People start to realize our differences aren't as big as they seem.
I couldn't really understand the magnitude of what was going on.
I know a lot of people were affected.
You know, it's still that divide.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network and Wish TV, this is Our City, Our Voice.
You look a lot different at it.
Everybody was kind of spinning about what it was and what was happening.
Everything's changed.
Everything's changed.
The school voucher program in Indiana has grown and expanded, now one of the largest of its kind in the nation. With that growth, questions about the sustainability of its growth do exist. Another is if all students are benefiting. With a closer look at the state of the voucher program, we welcome in Wish TV contributor Emil Ekiyor. Thank you for your time today, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Let's dive right in. The program was launched in 2011. What was the primary goal of the program?
Let's start by saying that our conversation is by no way saying we're for charter schools, public schools, private schools.
Okay.
We're agnostic to all of that. The program was started to give low-income, is a means-based program, income-based program, to give low-income families an opportunity to get a private school education if they so choose to. So if you're a low-income family, you wanted a private school education, you could apply for the voucher to subsidize your tuition at a private school.
So this might be something that lower income families aren't quite aware of. 2 questions here. Should this be more public school spending, and how do we increase awareness for minority students and their families too?
Great question. So one, I truly believe that if you're a family and you want a private school education and that's your choice, today in the state of Indiana says that you can take your kid to a private school and the dollars follow you. In the past, if you wanted to do that, the dollars stayed at your school. So if you chose to do, you just had to pay the expense out of your pocket. And that has changed. That is a new rule. So it's no longer income-based. So for minority students and minority families, forever in the state of Indiana, if you are a black family or Latino family and you wanted to get a private school or religious education, for the most part, you took your kid to a Catholic school or a school outside of your community. I think this creates opportunities for families in this community to look to create those environments within their community where the student can use the voucher and go to a private school in their community.
And this is something you've been vocal about in the past. You've said that this is something that may be an opportunity for minority-led private schools. Can you explain more on that?
Yes. So one of the things that we've seen is from a religious standpoint, a lot of families want a religious education for their young people. So I think this creates opportunity for the black church to have some skin in the game in the talent development process. Meaning you open a school at your church, you get the voucher, now you could support students in your community. Now, I don't think that should be done at the detriment of public schools. I think we should still fund public schools and create options. So you go to private school if that's what you choose to do. You could keep your kid in a public school and get all the resources that come with your traditional public schools, or you could go to a charter school. When we create this environment in all communities, I think now we have true choice and families will benefit from it.
Okay, great conversation, but we have to leave it there. And as Wish TV contributor Emil Ekiyor, thank you for dropping by today.
Thank you for having me.
Discover more at wishtv.com. And when you follow Wish TV on Facebook, check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.